Nepotism Unleashed. Reginald exhales a thick cloud of smoke, overpowering the faint shimmer of his wife's stellar perfume. He knows, with unshakable certainty, that his opponents falter before him. "You know you can't beat me. I'm the best. Give it up, sleepy." The devil's husband is waiting his try. Melanie purrs, her soft voice curling around Reginald's ears like velvet. "We require more wine," she says, her words a delicate blend of plea and command. The poker table gleams, its gold embroidery and diamond inlays a testament to opulence, a battlefield of dashed despair. The men sit rigid, spines stiff with defiance. Reginald rises, breaking the trend. "Some gentleman we have here," he mocks, striding to the minibar. His fingers brush the cool glass of whiskey bottles, the sharp scent of oak and tobacco rising as he pours drinks for the women. The wives gliding forward, empty glasses in hand, their elegance a weapon, toiling their men to compliance with their own special tools. Eyes flicker between them, seats shifting with unease. Reginald turns, puckering his lips at Melanie in a teasing kiss. She curtsies, a flush warming her cheeks, and leads the woman back to the couch, her steps light as whispers. Bob leans back, grinning slyly, looking over at his wife. "You say that like you hold something against it, Gina." He edges closer, voice dropping low. "She's the devil, no doubt. But better the devil you know, huh?" His gaze cuts to Reginald, who smirks. "The only sleepy I'm known for," Josh drawls, pausing for the punch, "is sleeping with that all day and night." Laughter explodes, raw and raucous, bouncing off the walls. Reginald leans in, mischief glinting. "At least I raised a functional member of society." He fires back. "Oh, and Bob, I didn't get humiliated in public over something like that." Reginald continues, looking at Josh. "Pardon? What was it you said you would never do?" "Oh yeah, that's right. We all remember. At least he builds bridges, unlike our mill over there, torching them with that Our Care fiasco. I think pieces of that are still holding together thanks to Josh. My era wasn't far off, and I didn't love it, but it is what it is." "I didn't tell him to do it," Josh smirks at Dick. "Why'd you do it?" Dick flushes crimson, braced for the storm. The table roars, fists pounding, chips rattling. Josh slips his hand down while they're distracted. As the men look down, their mood sour. Josh laughs. "Bingo, bitches." "The hell you mean, bingo, senile old man?" Armill states, throwing his cards onto the table. "We did say best 2 out of 3. Not my fault you're losers," says Reginald. Bob grips the table, rising. "This guy loses and still claims victory. 20 years younger, I'd flip this damn thing." Dick cuts in. "You bet and bombed. Thank Reg for the chance." "Shut it, Dick," Bob growls, slumping down. He pours a drink, downs it fast, the burn sharp against his throat. The poker game continues, the men's laughter and banter filling the cabin. Melanie glides to the metal hatch as a knock echoes. She leans against the frame, her fingers pressing the intercom. "Who is it?" "Daniel, ma'am. May I enter?" "Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way." Melanie slides against the wall, her movements fluid. Daniel adjusts his tie, clears his throat, and steps in. They approach the poker table, her steps mirroring his, her hand grazing his arm. "Reporting, sir," Daniel says. "Takeoff's ready. Delegates agree. Dubai's set. All clear?" Reginald waves him off. "No sweat, kid. You're good. Thanks." "Understood. I'll tell the pilot." Melanie loops her arm through his. "I'll tag along," she winks, "and give my opinion." Her eyes lower. Daniel covers her hand with his. "Appreciated, my lady, but unnecessary." She giggles, escorting him to the door. "This, at least, I can do." She plants a kiss on his cheek. Daniel exits, relief washing over him, though irritation simmers. His inner thoughts fume. That woman is a menace, always playing games. The fate she sealed in other men led them into a cold sweat. The lavish corridors of the fuselage stretch before him, the air heavy with polish and power. 2 guards snap to attention as Daniel nears the on-ramp. "At ease," he says. "Stay sharp. This is big. Don't gape at the legends." He salutes, heading for the upper deck stairs. Laughter from above breaks his focus as he climbs. Pilot's bored, betting on disasters, he guesses. He knocks on the flight deck hatch. "Password?" "Pussy." There was laughter from inside the cabin, and the door swung open. Best in the business, slick as a seal, stable as a mountain, the pilot quips. Ready to roll? First, I have to know what you were hollering about 2 minutes ago. The pilot's exclaimed glances. You sure about that? It's been pretty quiet in here. Oh, give it up, Simon. I ain't spilling the beans. You can let me in. Daniel nudges the pilot with his elbow. I'm sweeping security. Catch you later. Shuts the door, pulling the cigar from his vest. The match flares and he inhales, smoke curling as he inspects the plane. Routine takes over. He braced as the plane began to move. By his practiced nature, he was in the moment once more. A sound pulled him from his inspection. Near the rear, the presidential suite. At first, he dismissed it as ghosts from the engine. Sometimes ears play tricks on you over the constant noise, altitude, and pressure shifts of a climbing airplane. This time, the sound caught the wind in his ears, closing in on the presidential suite. He knew something was wrong. The sounds grew louder, doubts looming. Those old farts can't move that fast. Thoughts spun. Resolutely unholstering his gun, Daniel raised it, staring at the door, opening it. One line of threats instantly erased itself from his mind. A singular note of perception illuminated the facade. Alcohol bottles, condom wrappers, weed mixed with coke and tobacco. The room was a disaster. Sir, he radios, you need to see this. The master bedroom creaks open. A man stumbles out, robe gaping, his face lost in a bottle. We've got a problem, child. Daniel stresses in the presidential suite. As Daniel deals with the chaos in the presidential suite, the poker game below continues, oblivious to the storm brewing above. Adrenaline surges, youth flooding his veins, cinnamon and jasmine clash with sweat, K-pop blaring. Tanner snorts, rubs his nose, and gulps liquor, the sting sharp against the drip in his throat. A camera flashes, clicks echoing. Cindy slices a line with a card, rolls a bill, and inhales. Ooh, love this rich shit, baby. You're the best. Hell yeah, Dad's private stash. Thinks he's hot shit. I live my own way. He can choke. He sets up more lines, snorting them fast. Harold, nail this shot. He grabs the bottle, chugging. Harold, press badge gleaming, angles his camera. The young man positions himself at the most cinematic angle. 7, 8, 9, 10. Cindy takes 3 lines, face flushing. She snatches the empty bottle. You finished it, asshole? Leaving me dry? The way it's gotta be sometimes, baby. Don't take it personally. I'm just a dick. Tanner smirks, patting her head. He grabs a fresh bottle from the mini fridge, the glass icy in his grip. 5 angles, Harold. He tilts back, gulping, eyeing Cindy as she pouts. The camera sings to the beat of exasperated gulps with each flash. He slams the bottle down, the thud ringing out, and staggers to the counter, fixated on the leftover coke. Cindy smirks, lining it up. Tanner sways, legs buckling. She snorts all 4 lines and flips him off. The world spins and shakes. Tanner stabilizes, blinking at the bare counter. Fucking bitch! That was the last of the stash up here. Now I have to go grab the other one in the luggage storage. Don't leave, Harold warns. Futile. Someone might come. Stash is down there, Tanner snaps. I'm getting it. The intercom on the chair arm buzzes to life with the sound of Daniel's voice. We have a problem, child. Come up to the top deck, presidential suite. Josh switches it off, leaning forward in his chair. All in. He slides his chips across the board. Do or die, my friends. Fate is in your hands now. Grumbles rise. Some fold. Some call. Josh, Reginald, and Dick remain. Final hand. Read and weep. Stone-cold victory. He could relish this moment as he walked to the plane. The thought of them steaming and no way back. Fury and pride war in his eyes. Josh instantly recognizes the style. Tanner! He bellows, shock rippling through Daniel. You spoiled little shit! Not here, not now! Cuff him, Daniel. Are you sure, sir? Do you want a few minutes to? Don't say it! Daniel pauses. Tanner burps, almost vomiting on himself. Drool spills from his mouth. Gonna have to catch me! Tanner slurs, lurching. His feet tangle, and he crashes. Daniel cuffs him, hauls him up. They enter to gasps. Cindy and Harold freeze, doomed. Tanner, how'd you get on? Josh demands. Then to Daniel. How'd they board? Daniel's gut sinks, career ending. Tanner mumbles, blackmail. Blackmail the guards? Josh asked. Tanner shakes his head. Bribery. Who'd you blackmail? Harold steps in. He hired me to snap pics, record everything. Said if I held the best dirt, no one else could touch him. Josh and Daniel nod. Not the brightest apple, Josh says. Daniel eyes Josh, confirming the statement. Cindy pulls her phone out during the exchange. She smiles. Follow my lead, Harold. She raises her phone. They have the president! We're under attack! Help us! Harold falls into line, shouting, Get your hands off him! This is being streamed to the whole world! You are done for now! Tanner kicks the wall as hard as he can in his state. The bang rings through the bedroom. Cindy drops her phone and runs over to Tanner. Take these off him now! Daniel looks to Josh. Do it. They're just gonna make a scene. Springing up, eyes wild, bolting for the coke, Tanner stumbles across the plane, clutching seats. Daniel pursues. Simon, it's Daniel, he radios. Rogue critter, Tanner, heading your way. Tanner? That weasel? Corner him? Always. Outside the plane, the world watches in growing alarm. News anchors scramble to make sense of the unfolding crisis. We interrupt your program with urgent news. At 7 p.m. yesterday, Air Force One carrying the President and former presidents departed Jacksonville for Dubai's World Health Summit. It's 11:30 a.m. now. Landing's near, but communications dropped. Dubai's air traffic control is scrambling. All we've got is a U-Talk clip. A jet engine roars. A shaky camera pans. A woman cries. They've got the president! We're under attack! A man with a press badge shouts. Get your hands off him! This is being streamed to the whole world. You're done for now! A bang, then static. That is all we have from inside the plane for the moment. Is this some kind of hijacking? The loudest voices in the public have been against the summit signing this week. Demonstrations have been popping up across the country. Could this be a mutiny from within? No word from officials. We appear to be the only ones reporting on this. As the plane hurtles towards Dubai, the situation on board spirals out of control. Could this be a mutiny from within? No word from officials. We appear to be the only ones reporting on this. Stay tuned after this commercial. As the plane hurtles towards Dubai, the situation on board spirals out of control. The news reports grow increasingly frantic. We're back with the latest on Air Force One. Unauthorized boarders slipped on before takeoff, endangering the president and ex-presidents. This ties to the Dubai Health Treaty vote. The tension around this subject has been palpable. Enforcing a worldwide mandatory all-in-one shot. This mixes all the flu and disease shots into one effective cure. The nation is fractured by this bill. Attempts to stall or postpone this meeting have been seen in demonstrations all across the nation. Could this be an act of the people? We bring you now to the Embassy of Dubai, where our correspondent Devon has more. Take it away, Devon. This chaos has us reeling, Devon says. Some hail the cancer cure, but the world does not seem ready for it. The cure only works at a young age to adapt with your body and grow in order for it to become effective. Parents balk at this experimental drug, despite its 70-year history and recent breakthroughs. Western resistance pressures the globe. The summit signing vow has ignited this fire. This has made negotiations tenuous, so the new declaration that the signing will happen is ramped these to the extreme. That's some insight, Devon, but what is to be done about the hijacked plane? Details are thin. It's on course for Dubai, despite no communications. It has not deviated from its course. Its landing at the Dubai airport should continue as scheduled. Several military jets have been launched to intercept and inspect the plane to make sure there is no visible damage. Hold on. Public videos show Air Force One low over Dubai. Here's the footage. Skyscrapers loom, a plane streaks low, engines roaring over crowd noise. Devon, we've got a visual. It's off course, descending early. A camera zooms from a rooftop. Air Force One skims the skyline, too close. The Burj Khalifa looms. The plane vanishes behind it. We've lost. An explosion rips through. Metal grinds, glass shatters, smoke billows. The plane smashes through, wings torn, tumbling. Floors collapse. The fuselage slides down, crashing head first. As it struck the ground, The explosion erupted with a ferocity that dwelt in the soul for ages.